Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and this deck was suggested by Justin Joseph Valdez, and we are building a deck around Gliscor and Crawdaunt, and so Justin suggested us to also add in a Drifblim line, but I apologize, I couldn't squeeze Drifblim in this deck. Probably could have if I had taken a couple cards there, but I kind of like the idea of just playing a straight-up Crawdaunt and Gliscor deck. So let's get to it. We see here Gliscor is a 90 HP fighting-type Pokemon. It's got the attack Submission Hold, and that's going to be the primary attack that we want to focus on. For 1 fighting energy, you can do 20 damage, and then your opponent can attach an energy from his or her hand to the defending Pokemon during his or her next turn. And it's just this kind of idea that you kind of lock them from playing any energies. But then, they can always retreat and things like that. So, the other Pokemon here is going to be Crawdaunt. It's also a 90 HP. It's a Darkness-type Pokemon. It's got the ability Unruly Claw. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may discard an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And you can see here, we're playing this Gliscor here that's only 70 HP. But the idea is that, since it's 70 HP. It's 10 more than the one that came in the same set as this one, which is from Phantom Forces. This is from Bronze's Crossed, right? So this has got the lightning resistance. That's a really nice little thing to have here, especially if you're going up against let's see, like Manectric right away, right? You can kind of just have that lightning resistance. This Pokemon is weak against Water type, but it only has a 1 retreat cost. That's kind of nice too. Let's take a look. Corphish is not that impressive, so we're not going to look at him. And that's it for the Pokemon line. It's kind of small, pretty thin line, only 7 basics. As for the tool cards and whatnot, items and stuff, we have 4 Crushing Hammers, 2 Enhanced Hammers, 1 Professor's Letter to get the energy into our hand, 2 Repeat Balls since we got a lot of copies of these cards. We got a Scoop Up Cyclone to get the Crawdaunt back into our hand, Super Scoop Up as well, 1 Switch, 1 Ultra Ball, 2 VS Seekers, and then for the support line, we got Colress, one of these, 2 Karinas, 1 Lysander, 1 Lysander Strum Card, 3 Ends, 1 Professor Birch's Observation, 4 Juniper, and 1 Skyla. We do have Team Flare Grunt to discard energy as well, same thing, it just discards from the active Pokemon. And then we have Zero Sick, which helps out to discard special energies anywhere on our opponent's side of the field. We got 2 Fighting Stadiums just for the Submission Hold attack to boost it up a little bit, including the Muscle Bands, 3 of these, 1 Headringer to annoy our opponents a little bit more. And then 4 of these fighting energy and, 4 of these strong energies. So that's it for the deck. It's pretty basic, not too impressive whatsoever, but it's a fun deck to play. Let's go ahead and see Crawdaunt and Gliscor in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Okay, looks like we're playing against Ampher, and it's going to be a Lightning, Fire, and Darkness deck. We do get to go first, and that is great because we can evolve first. We start off with nothing, though. My opponent also starts off with nothing. We see an Evil Soda as well as this is going to be a Magmortar and an Electivire deck. We start with a Corphish. I don't feel too good about that. One thing I want to do is probably play the N right away. Because we're going first, our opponent doesn't get to play any energies, so these Enhanced Hammers are absolutely useless right now. It's impossible to have any energy in play. So, oh my goodness! And my opponent has 4 cards. I don't want to play an N, and this is a little bit tragic. But you know what? We're gonna have to play the N. Oh man, that is painful to do. We do get an energy here, so in the next turn we should be able to retreat. Otherwise, we'll end the turn. We have an N on our hand, and we do get a Professor Birch's Observation, but I don't feel too comfortable playing that because I have a feeling we'll probably flip Tails. And the Electabuzz here is pretty impressive. It's got 2 retreat, Light Punch. Get it? Light Punch. It's light. It's not heavy, but at the same time, it's a electric type Pokemon, so it's like lightning. Never mind. We have the Battle Compressor. Going to discard a couple of cards here. We see energies galore, and we see the DCE being punched down onto the Magmar over here. And okay, we do have a Crushing Hammer, but I don't want to burn it on a Enhanced Hammer or on a DCE when we can use Enhanced Hammer. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take a chance here. And we flip heads. Yes, that is fantastic. We do get this going for us. And I guess we're just going to retreat and or go for a Vice Grip. That was a misclick on our part. So in the next turn, we should be able to do play Gliscor here. Hopefully, we can draw into an Enhanced Hammer. these crushing hammers are a little bit too risky, but okay, we see the Electivire out into play right now, and we can see something like a tag team spark, but my opponent is weak to fighting type, and I'm going to go ahead and evolve this Gliscor. It's a shame that this is the only fighting Pokemon we have right now. If we have another Gliscor here, we can play the other strong energy onto him, but alrighty then, let's go ahead and I'm going to play the Enhanced Hammer, or the Crushing Hammer. Let's go with the Crushing Hammer one more time. We do get it this time. I'm going to go ahead and discard the non-special energy one. And I guess we'll go for the N. Being able to do this here, I'm not going to play this just yet. And I guess we'll go with the Retreat. And let's play the Submission Hold, knocking out. So that means that 10 damage, oh, never mind, he's only 120. That 10 damage wasn't worth it at all. We could see the Mag Mortar come out into play. Good thing we were able to discard that card, the energy card. My opponent could have done Twin Bursts. That could be pretty intense. If Electivire is on your bench, this attack does 80 more damage. So my opponent would still need 2 energies, 1 fire energy. We could see something like a what do you call that? Oh, never mind. We see an N anyway, so good thing there. We even draw into the Enhanced Hammer. We could have seen a Blacksmith. That would have been a game changer right there, knocking out the Gliscor. So we see a Hypnotoxic Laser. My opponent does flip heads. I'm going to go ahead and play the Karina in the next turn. And or we could just go with the Super Scoop up and bring everything up into our hand. We flip tails. So here we go. This is going to be the risky thing we're going to do here. First off, we're going to go ahead. We'll get rid of this. I'm going to go and see if we flip heads. We do. I'm going to scoop him up. And we'll bring him out here when we'll even evolve and go with this. And I think that's a pretty good thing to do. Otherwise, we can play an N, but my opponent only has 4 cards. Let's go ahead. We'll grab another one of these guys. And then I'm going to go for the Muscle Band. That's really good too. Either that or I can go for the Ultra Ball. I think that would be pretty nice. Let's go for the Ultra Ball here. I feel pretty comfortable with that. Never mind. Yeah, let's go for the Ultra Ball. And I'm going to bring out these 2 energies. Probably don't really need these, but I'm going to discard one of these guys, and no, I'm going to hang on to my hand. So let's go ahead. Let's go and do this. Discard one of these. Ooh, we even get a Crushing Hammer. I'm going to go ahead and play that. We flip for tails, but we do get a Crawdaunt out here. So that means if we can get a Lysander, we definitely want to bring the Electivire out. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Submission Hold. There's really nothing else to do here. We'll even do that as well. Let's go for the Submission Hold, hitting for 40. Now I totally regret we probably should have played the Muscle Band, but in 3 more turns, we should be able to knock out the Mag Mortar. We got the Electivire over here with 1 energy. We could definitely see a Tag Team Spark, but the Electivire is weak against fighting. So we have a couple of these Gliscors on the bench ready to go. And I'll probably just play the strong energy onto the Gliscor on the bench. We see the Mag Mortar here with a Darkness energy. We also see a Blacksmith probably powering up the Mag Mortar on the bench. So I really need to top deck a Lysander. That would be fantastic. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. Let's take a look at what we can do. I'm going to go ahead. We'll evolve this there. And you know what? We'll even play this here. I'm going to go ahead and discard this. We get the Muscle Band. And I don't want to play an N. And let's just go ahead. We will go with the Submission Hold. Probably should have played the Muscle Band on the Gliscor on the bench. That would have been a lot better. I don't know what I was thinking, but this Mag Mortar here is getting ready to attack. So, okay. What we can do is, let's go ahead. We'll grab another one of these guys. Play him onto here. And I'm going to have to end this time. We got to play the end. We do get another Muscle Bands. That's always good news too. Let's go ahead. We'll play this Crushing Hammer. And no, it's a Tails. But, you know, that's okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's just go ahead and go for the knockout here. My opponent would be able to knock out our Gliscor, I think. With a Muscle Band, that would do the trick. Well, actually, no. That's going to do 160 because my opponent's got the Electivire on the bench. And the Electivire can also do a Tag Team Spark. So that's pretty handy-dandy for my opponent as well. Here comes the Mag Mortar being able to hit for 100 and, what is that, 160, right? We see a Muscle Band on here as well. So, okay, what we'll do is we'll discard the energy with an Unruly Claw, and then we'll probably, we'll try to discard another one. So, my opponent has another Magmar here, and once we discard some of these energies, the Mag Mortar would pretty much just kind of be stuck unless my opponent can play a switch. And there it is. There is the knockout on our poor little Gliscor here. So I think we're off to a pretty good start. Let's take a look. I want to conserve some energy. So this is our last fighting energy. I'm going to go ahead and just play this right here. And we'll just counter the stadium. And we'll play this, being able to discard a fire energy. Let's confirm our choice right there. I can play a VS Seeker, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go for the Karina, or the Colress. And here we go. We're going to play another one of these, getting rid of another fire energy. Why not? And, part of me thinks, let's take a look here. My opponent, oh man, I should have, darn it. My opponent can still do Blacksmith, so now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's okay. So I don't know. Okay, well, that's a shame. If I discarded both Darkness energies, that means that my opponent would only have one fire energy in the discard pile. Didn't think about that, but okay. So I played this Corphish this turn, so I wouldn't be able to evolve anyways. Let's go ahead. We'll go for the submission hold. We should be able to knock out the Magmortar in the next turn. Otherwise, yeah, if my opponent plays a Blacksmith, that would knock us out. We see a Evil Soda going for the Magmar on the bench. The Magmortar evolving once again. We got to get rid of that Electivire here. I don't have a Lysander in the discard pile. Otherwise, I probably could have used our VS Seeker for that. Oh no, here we go. We see the Blacksmith, and my opponent would be able to discard another energy card. So, oh man, that is tragic. Poor Gliscor. So we see the DCE over there. I'm gonna go ahead and promote our Gliscor. Luckily, we had the energy that we could have played. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's go with this here. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. We can get 7 cards. So I think I'm gonna go for the Colress. That's a pretty handy thing to do. And let's go ahead. We'll discard these. Get another Gliscor out here. And thin out the deck a little bit. Let's go for the Colress. We see a Muscle Band, and we even see the Strong Energy, so I might want to play that so we can knock out this Gliscor or this Magmortar. So let's go. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to just make sure we can do that there. And we can evolve this turn as well, but I'm going to go for the knockout first, right? So let's go ahead. We'll just go for the submission hold, knocking out this Magmortar. That's probably the best move, and we even get the last Crawdaunt off the prize cards. So this is great. This is absolutely fabulous. We are in the prize lead, and we are also in a very comfortable lead. For that matter, my opponent only has 2 cards. We could see an N, ending us down to 2 cards. We only see my opponent play 1 N so far. Wow, my opponent has not played a lot of supporters. All we see is a Blacksmith and an N. So my opponent promotes the Yveltal here. We could see something like a Oblivion Wing. And there is the Fire Energy. We even see a Hypnotoxic Laser. The nice thing for us is that we have a non-special energy, fighting energy here that we can kind of burn. And okay, so here we go. Let's play. Okay, let's take a look here. Do we have a switch? No. We have a repeat ball that I don't exactly need. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go for a submission hold and take the the poison damage. I'm definitely going to need to play the Lysander's trump card at some point. So I'm going to go and play for a Colress. I think that's pretty good. We'll be able to draw into 5, 6 cards. We see a Muscle Band over there, and okay, this is just getting silly here. We're down to 5 cards. Okay, I think what I want to do is get the Lysander. We do have a Lysander's trump card that we can use later on. And let's go ahead and let's see here. Okay, we'll just go with a submission hold. My opponent's Yveltal is down to 50 HP. The Yveltal's got a 2 retreat cost. My opponent only's got 2 cards. My opponent can still play a switch into the Electivire. Otherwise, that would knock us out, and that's it. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to bring out this Magmortar here. let's go ahead and we'll discard this energy. And we'll go ahead and we'll discard this energy. And yeah, I think that's pretty comfortable. Let's go for a submission hold. In the next turn, if my opponent doesn't do anything, we'll just knock out this Mag Mortar. And then we'll even go for, at some point, we need to get the Lysander's Trump card. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And let's go and take a look at what we can do. Alrighty then, I will pass out. So what I want to do is retreat. Retreat into this guy. So this Gliscor here is a little bit too valuable for us, and I don't want to take the chance for there. So let's go ahead and we'll grab a what I really want is probably, let's go for the oh boy, I guess we can go for a Juniper. We already got Juniper in hand. Let's just go for the Colress. I don't know. Alright, we'll even play this here for no reason, and then we'll end the turn. So I could have knocked out the Mag Mortar, but this Gliscor here is a little bit too valuable. I don't want to lose this Gliscor here. And my opponent doesn't seem to have much of anything. We have 2 cards left. We either top deck the Lysander's Trump card or we don't. So I'm going to end the turn here. The last card is guaranteed to be a Lysander's Trump card, and we'll just have to play that to not deck ourselves out and lose the game. My opponent's got the Electivire ready to go to do a tag team spark for 20 damage, I think. Oh, nope, never mind. Yep, just does 20 damage. That looks like a muscle band right there onto the Electivire. And here is the last card. It is a Lysander's Trump card. And there we go. We'll go with that, being able to put everything back into our deck, and we will end the turn. We need to top deck an energy right about now. If we can get the energy, that would be fantastic. I think if we can if we get the energy, strong energy and muscle band, that would do the trick to knock out the Mag Mortar. Otherwise, I guess we'll just take the time to take 2 turns. Oh, thanks. He likes the idea. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I play AZ in here, but I mean, the Scoop Up Cyclone is probably prized. I don't remember seeing it. So my opponent plays a Professor Sycamore, discarding an Ultra Ball and an Electivire. Oh, fantastic. My opponent plays another Magmar on the bench. That means we can get 8 cards. We even see a Muscle Band attached over there as well. MVP, it's got to be a Lysander's Trump card. Save the date. That was the last card. And there it is. My opponent ends. And that was a lot of fun. So I am out of time here, folks. I got to get going. But I know you guys probably want to see this prize. So we'll take a look at that really quick. Damaged out, 550. Biggest attack, 120. Gliscor is the MVP. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the prize that we got off this battle. And, oh, never mind. It is just a shield energy. So, okay. Well, thanks again, Justin Joseph Valdez, for suggesting this deck. Our opponent liked the idea, so there you go. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, please post them below. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do give this video a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys have a good day. See you guys later. Goodbye.